Hello my friends, my name is DragonHeart, the Prince of Wales, and welcome to another episode of Let's Hobby. In today's video, I am basically just going to do a vlog because I have a lot of stuff going on. It's Christmas time, it's a busy time of year. I literally feel like from the days that are going by, I'm just cramming so much in. So apologies for that, but it is just going to be a vlog in the bedroom today while I go through some of the things that I've been working on over the past week. First of all, I want to start off by letting you know what I have planned over the next sort of few weeks. So I'm going to be playing a couple of Warhammer, the Old World battles. The one is against somebody who I've met recently online. I'm not going to reveal their name because I don't know if they want to be in the video or not. So we're going to give them a code name. We're going to call them Michelangelo. So Michelangelo, I am playing on Saturday coming up, which is Saturday the 21st of December, and we're playing in a place called Firestorm Games. Now, Firestorm Games is basically like a chain that does basically all sorts of stuff. Does like Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, does lots and lots of stuff to do with Warhammer. The main store is in Cardiff, and they do they have like 60 tables or something ridiculous. They have loads and loads of tables. They run lots of tournaments and things like that. And I've played against my friend Lord Rexasaur, also known as Paul, that's his name, on many occasions in the past year. But they have a store in Merthyr because, like I said, they're a chain. They sort of branched out over the past couple of years. They have a store in Newport. I believe they have a store in Swindon. They released a store, or opened a store in Bridgend this year, around about the same time that Merthyr opened, which was back in June, I think. So I'm playing against Michelangelo this Saturday, and I'm going to be using my nomadic warg, which so far has a 100% record in Warhammer the Old World. Played one, won one. So I'm looking forward to using them again because they are so fun to play as. I think that the nomadic warg list is something that I'm probably going to fall back on a lot and play a lot because Orcs and Goblins are so much fun. And they have so many like impact hits and things. And, Orcs and Goblins, they're a bit of a flavour kind of army. You can have a bit of a laugh and a joke with them. You have like trolls that have like the stupidity rule and things like that. You've got Goblin Doom Divers where you just throw a goblin towards someone. There's so much fun you can have with them. And they are like a faction within a faction because you can have a completely Orc list if you want to. You can have a completely Goblin list if you want to. You can also have them both. You can have lots and lots of squigs or spiders. You can have just loads of, trolls. There's so much you can do. You've got like the troll horde as well on the Arcane Journal. And that's what I'm counting against on Saturday. So it's Orcs and Goblins versus Orcs and Goblins. It's Arcane Journal army lists. It's my nomadic warg versus Michelangelo's troll horde. So it's good fun. The list that I'm using is more or less the same than what I used against Paul, Lord Rexasaur, previously. However, I actually made a mistake with that list. I took one chariot too many of Black Orc chariot. So my bad, I hold my hands up. I made a massive error in that. However, if I had just swapped the profile of my general and my orc big boss and said he was a Black Orc big boss instead, it would have been fine. I'm not sure if the points would have changed or not. I think it would have slightly. And I think the values, like the amount of attacks and strength and stuff, changes slightly as well. But it would have been fine then. So I now know for this battle, and I have checked my list and made sure, and it is kosher. It is good. So looking forward to that. I might make a follow-up video next week or something. But like I said, it's Christmas. This time of year is very, very busy. And it's hard to go with things. Anyway, you're here for the models, so enough of me yapping. Before I finish off, I'm playing another battle with Paul, Lord Rexasaur, on the 28th, I believe. I can't remember what day it is. Yeah, I think it's the 28th. We're playing him on 28th. It's going to be good fun. And I'm going to be using my Orcs and Goblins full army, Grand Army list for the first time as well. So I have some units that I want to share with you. This is a nice segue, so I'll go into here now. So, my friend Paul, I was going to call him Paul, it's Lord Rex, so he very kindly got me a gift for Christmas this year. I got him a gift as well. I got him the Square Base Podcast t-shirt. They recently released them, so I got one for myself, I bought one for him. And he very kindly got me these bad boys by here. The Mangler Squigs, which I would say they look beautiful. I suppose beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I think they're beautiful. I understand that they look like big red puffy Staffordshire Bull Terriers covered in slime, I with spikes and all sorts. I do kind of get that, but there is a certain beauty to them, I think, and I'm looking forward to use them. I love squigs. Squigs are amazing. Now I'm doing some different stuff with this model because, as you can see on the box, I'll bring it back up, it's two big mangler squigs on one base. So you've got one that's actually standing up and you've got one that's jumping up. So I have got this far so far with the mangler squig. You can see I've basically doused it in red. I think it's called Dragon Red Army Painter Primer. I've sprayed him red. I've gone back in and I've dry brushed with the white, I think it's actually Grey Wolf it was called. It's acrylic Grey Wolf on the model. And then I've gone back and I've picked out like the silvers so far. And I've left it like that. I'm going to be using a wash which I haven't used before called, I think it's Druki Purple. It's a Citadel wash. I'm going to give it a wash of that and I'm going to try something a bit different. But I'm actually doing a bit of proper hobbying now. I'm proper hobbyist because I'm not going to run it as one model on top of each other. I'm running them as two separate mangler squigs, baby. Because what I've done here, I've converted this bad boy, which is supposed to go on top. If I show you him, where's the camera? It's back here. There we go. I don't know if that's going to focus properly for you. A big, massive gob there. Wow, look at that. His teeth, a big tongue sticking out. He's got the ball, the big wrecking ball there with the chain. And I've put a little skeleton there. So what I've done with this model, I was going to put like a little cage around it and make it seem like he's jumping out of the cage. But I think the model's too big for the base. So I don't quite think I can do that. If I can, I probably will. I think that's a really cool idea. But what I've done here, you'll see I've got a little dead skeleton. Thank you, Tomb Kings, for giving me lots of skeletons, by the way. I've got a dead skeleton by here, which is just sort of hanging up. I've got like one of the legs broken off. I've painted him up. And then you've got this little see-through kind of stick by here. This is basically a stick from the dwarfs. So I've got the dwarf gyrocopter gyro bomber set. I've built both of them up. But I have two of these sticks as spares, and they're used for flying units in the old world. So what I've done, I've used this. I've drilled a hole into like the base. I've used like a small circular base, drilled a hole with the hobby knife with a drill, drill with a drill, of course, into a small circle. Put that on the base. I've done some like mud effects and stuff, and then I painted this bad boy up. If I give you a little like turn, I'm quite happy with him. Yes, he can be done in a much better way, but I think he looks good. He's certainly ready for tabletop. I'll happily use him. I don't know if you can see his eyes, probably won't focus. He's got yellow eyes as well and stuff. So he is definitely going to be ready to be used when I fight or when I play against Paul in our next battle. I'm going to be using one mangler squig, so he's the mangler squig that I'll use because he's ready to go. I've spent the last few days working on him, and this one then. Like I said, once that Druki Purple arrives, I'm going to use that. I'm probably going to go for more of a purple kind of look on this one. I don't want them both to look identical. I want to basically pretend that they are like the same family, like mother and father sort of thing, or husband and wife or whatever. And just they've basically escaped captivity. And I'm going to have like a goblin jumping off the one and be like, because there's a couple of like spare models on the sprue you can use for that kind of stuff. So it's certainly not finished. This one is ready for tabletop, and I'm going to use this one. I'm going to do more work on once I get that paint that arrives, and I'll let you know then in the next one. Hopefully by the next episode I'll be able to produce this and have it on the camera display to show you how well I've done. But I'm so happy so far. I don't tend to go from this sort of technique. I usually just get like a matte white or something, spray them all, and then just army paint the lot of it. That's what I've been doing. But I wanted to try something different with these. So like I said, I went with a red, and then I've done a grey wolf kind of dry brush over the top, and that's worked quite well for me. So more than happy with the results of that so far. We do have some other models to go through. So they have riders, of course, which we have by here, and I've just gone with 3 different colours for 3 different goblins. So this dude, you see him properly. It probably won't focus. I do apologise. Oh. You can make out it's a goblin wearing red. He's got like a dark metallic kind of thing. He's going to hang off the one that's jumping. So that's him. Oops, just dropped him. I have this one. I haven't quite finished this one. I haven't done. This is still white, as you can see, so I got a little bit more to do on this one. He's wearing blue, as you can see, just about. And he's got like a silver kind of like thing that he's holding to like steer himself on the squig. So that's him. And then the third one, I've done it in yellow. I might go over this a bit more because it looked quite good in the recesses, but then you can still see some like the white coming through on the model. So I might go back over him, but he's got like a golden like moon kind of thing he's gonna like slash towards his enemies. I gotta go back in and like redo some of the stuff on like their teeth and things as well. So that's something I'm gonna be doing. But that is Operation Squig in its entirety at the moment. Well, not quite. So because I have these models, it's got me thinking about my army composition for the future. And I was going through my army list, just adding things and removing things as you do. And I thought to myself, it'd be quite cool to have a Night Goblin ride in a squig. So I don't have anything to show you at the moment, but I have ordered myself from Etsy a Night Goblin ride in a squig. It's a cave squig. It's going to be amazing when I paint it up. Just to give me that option, so if I want to run a Night Goblin on foot, I can. Or if I want to run a Night Goblin on a squig, I can do that as well. So that's coming from Etsy. I don't know when. If it comes in time for my battle against Paul, then I might change my list and have that being used. If not, it's not a problem because I have got something I can use, which I have by here. So a few weeks ago, I did a video where I showed you my wolf chariot that I got from, I think it was from eBay, and it was from Avatars of War, I think. It's either Highland Miniatures or Avatars of War. It's one of them, I can't remember which one. And they came with a few extra goblins and things. So you have like 3 goblins riding per chariot. So you have 6 goblins, but it had 2 spare goblins. And I don't like the goblins that I have, which I'll give you a quick sneak peek of right now. These are the ones from the Skull Pass box with the dwarves and the orcs and goblins. I have loads of these, which I'm going to be using. However, I wanted a really nice leader goblin, a goblin big boss, if you will. And what I've done, the spare goblin that I had in that chariot set, I converted into a goblin. So we have this little dude by here, this little chap. I've given him an orange base. I just randomly painted orange. It was on my brush at the time. I was like, yeah, just do a bit of orange on the base. Why not? I'm going to probably put some tufts on here and things. But he is pointing. He's going like, wow, he's pointing. He's got an angry looking face. He's got red eyes. And then he's basically got this by here, which I don't think I'll be able to get to focus. If I can get it to focus, it'd be great. I don't think it will though. But he has this, he basically has this like wand with like it's got like a pink face, and then it's got like flames coming out of the eyes. Think of like Hell's Angels, like fire coming out of their eyes. It's that sort of thing. So I've got like light blue coming from the one side, and I've got like orange coming from the other side. And then he's got like a yellow and red like feather on the bottom as he's holding it. He's got golden armor, and the little like circular bits on the armor I've done in like a little bit of a silver just to break up the color a little bit. And then he's basically got like a grey kind of like trousers and black shoes, and then he's got like yellow sort of feathering on like his helmet and by his legs. So he's looking pretty damn cool, and he's going to be used as my goblin big boss when we have that battle versus Paul. So that's going to be really, really fun. And then finally, I gave you a sneak peek just then. I have this tray by here, by the way. So Hannah, if you are watching, because I know you watched the last one, you left your tray at our house. So I have now nicked your tray, and I'm using it for Warhammer. Thank you very much. It is Christmas after all. So we have these Night Goblins. Like I said, these are from the Skull Pass box. They are done quite nicely. They're in purple. They got like golden moons, silver shields. They've got like red, like a dark red kind of stick, and then the little silver spear on top of the spear, I guess. English is, yeah. Anyway, I would say English is not my first language, but unfortunately it is. So I have to run with it. But I'm Welsh, so I speak Wenglish, so we don't exactly make sense most of the time. The issue I've got with these boys, right, which you'll see here if I flip him up, is his base is not very good. So I've been using, I got it up there actually, I've been using it's like bitty stuff from Army Painter, which it just comes off so easily. I need to basically get loads of PVA, just douse this down completely, and that's what I'm going to be doing this afternoon. I got 40 of these to do. I got 20 with bows, I got 20 with spears, and I'm going to just go through the lot of them and do that, which is going to be good fun, I guess. But they'll be fine to use then once I've done that. And the plan will be then to get them on the table, get them fighting. I'm going to do green on the rims of the bases as well, because you'll notice they are black, with everything else I like to do with goblins and orcs is green. So I'm going to go for a nice green on their bases as well. And that'll be good fun. Now, speaking of goblins, this is the final part of the video, by the way. If you've made it this far, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. With the goblins, I have also ordered myself from Etsy 3 fanatics, because fanatics are insane. In Firestorm games, they don't actually have them in stock at the moment. And they're also like 50, 60 quid, something like that, which is a lot for, well, 3 goblins, 6 goblins, something like that. I think you get 6 in the box of fanatics, but on Etsy, you can get 3 for like £10. So I've gone with Etsy. I've ordered 3. Again, I don't know if it's going to come in time by the 28th. If this comes by the 28th and the other thing comes, the squig with the goblin rider on top, comes by the 28th, I will be probably putting them into my list. If not, I'll be making some changes to my list. But I could certainly run, if I can't use fanatics and stuff, I might just run 2 of these instead, because they're both based. I could just use this one, and whatever he's painted like, we'll have him on the table. But I'm hoping I'll have time to paint him up by then. Anyway, that ends today's video. I hope you've enjoyed. It's a very impromptu, quick Let's Hobby video. I do apologise that it's just on one camera in the room. Last time I had me talking and then I had the camera on the table. I will get more like that. At the moment, I'm still trying to work out what the best format is for me doing these kind of videos. But I do enjoy doing the Let's Hobby videos, because it gives me a chance to talk to you about what I'm doing. And hopefully some of you are relatively interested in this. Anyway, guys, I've been DragonHeart. Until next time, goodbye.